Thou art as tyrannous, so as thou art, as those who beauties proudly make them cruel. For well thou knowest, to my dear doting heart, thou art the fairest and most precious jewel. Yet in good faith some say that thee behold, thy face hath not the power to make love groan. To say there I dare not be so bold, although I swear it to myself alone. And to be sure that is not false, I swear 1,000 groans, but thinking on my face, one on another's neck do witness bear. Thy black is fairest in my judgment's place. In nothing art thou black, save in thy deeds, and thence this slander, as I think, proceeds. Thine eyes I love, and they as pitying me, knowing thy heart torment me with disdain, have put on black and loving mourners be, looking with pretty ruth upon my pain. And truly not the morning sun of heaven better becomes the gray cheeks of the east, nor that full star that ushers in the even doth have that glory to the sober west, as those two morning eyes become thy face. Oh, let it then as well beseem thy heart to mourn for me, since mourning doth thee grace, and suit thy pity like in every part. Then will I swear beauty herself is black, and all they foul that thy complexion lack. Be shrewd that heart that makes my heart to groan, for that deep wound it gives my friend and me. Isn't not enough to torture me alone, but slave to slavery my sweetest friend must be? Me from myself thy cruel eye hath taken, and my next self thou harder hast engrossed. Of him myself and thee I am forsaken, a torment thrice threefold, thus to be crossed. Prison my heart in thy steel bosom's ward. But then my friend's heart, let my poor heart bail. Whoever keeps me, let my heart be his guard. Thou canst not then use rigor in my jail, and yet thou wilt, for I, being pent in thee, perforce am thine, and all that is in me. So, now I have confessed that he is thine, and I myself am mortgaged to thy will. Myself I'll forfeit, so that other mine thou wilt restore to be my comfort still. But thou wilt not, nor he will not be free. For thou art covetous, and he is kind. He learned but surety like to write for me, under that bond that him as fast doth bind. The stature of thy beauty thou wilt take, thou unsure that purest forth all to use. And so a friend came debtor for my sake, so him I lose through my unkind abuse. Him have I lost, thou hast both him and me. He pays the whole, and yet I am not free. Whoever hath her wish, thou hast thy will, and will to boot, and will in overplus. More than enough am I that vex thee still, to thy sweet will making addition thus. Wilt thou, whose will is large and spacious, not once vouchsafe to hide my will in thine? Shall will in others seem right gracious, and in my will no fair acceptance shine? The sea, all water, yet receives rain still, and in abundance addeth to his store. So thou, being rich in will, add to thy will one will of mine to make thy large will more. Let no unkind, no fair beseechers kill. Think all but one, and me in that one will.